Hey everybody, I'm Howard, and this is Otter's Retirement Corner. Okay, so why the hat and glasses? I just finished a nine-inning softball game where we pulled out the game in the bottom of the ninth and won 27 to 26, and then came home and did some workout. So I'm sweaty and grungy and messy, so I'm hiding it all behind this. No, I didn't get a haircut. It's still here. So to get serious here, let's talk about Trump's promise to eliminate taxation, income taxes on Social Security benefits. That was one of his prime campaign promises, amongst many others. And now the tax bill that's going through Congress is out. And funny enough, the actual real name of the tax bill is the One Big Beautiful Bill. So, as he likes to call it, that's what they named it. 200 something page bill. I'm not going to go into a lot of the details. Let's talk about Social Security and Trump's campaign promise to eliminate taxation of Social Security benefits. It is nowhere in the bill. There will be no suggested elimination of income taxes on Social Security benefits. That could change. Anything can change. This bill is just the first salvo. It will change. But the Social Security part, I don't know. But the eliminating the taxation seems all but dead. There was some resistance to it because of how much more quickly the income tax benefits to the trust fund would go away. They get about $50 billion a year in income taxes paid on those benefits, and it would eliminate the trust fund sooner. That's what we're hearing. Whether that's the actual truth or not, who knows? But for now, there's nothing in the tax bill to eliminate the income taxes on Social Security benefits. However, instead, there is a $4,000 additional standard deduction for those over 65. And what that means is if you, as a single, earn $75,000 or less, and as a married filing jointly earn $150,000 or less, instead of your standard deduction being either $15,000 or $30,000, it will now be either $19,000 or $34,000. That's what I hear so far. Those numbers can change, but let's call it a $4,000 deduction for the married couple. So if you're in low income and you were paying no taxes on your Social Security benefit anyway, and you were paying no income taxes anyway, this is meaningless to you. It doesn't help you at all. It doesn't hurt you at all. If you were in low income and you were paying some income taxes, but not necessarily on your Social Security benefit, and again, there's a lot of ins and outs on this, and you're in the 12% tax bracket, this can save you up to $480 a year. And if you're in the 22% tax bracket, it can save you $880 a year. Now, if you're in the high income bracket, again, if you're over 150,000 married or 75,000 single, it's not going to make a difference. If you're paying income taxes on your Social Security, you're going to continue to pay income taxes on your Social Security. So, at this point, it's hard to tell until the Congressional Budget Office does their markup on the bill and says, who this really affects and how much it saves. It's hard to tell who benefits and who doesn't benefit, but certainly there are going to be people in here who will benefit, and this may actually be better than an elimination of income taxes on Social Security. For some, it may be worse. For some, it may be close to break even. It's not a bad thing. It does save some people in that middle income brackets, those 12 and 22% brackets, possibly saves them some money. Again, it depends how much your Social Security is taxable and what your tax bracket is. So, we kind of have to wait and see how this sorts out and what the actual benefit will be, what the actual bill will be. I believe something's going to pass. Will it look like this bill? No. When the Senate gets a hold of it, they'll want to make changes. There's Republicans in Congress right now who oppose a lot of the things that are in the bill. What's most noteworthy to me is this $4,000 extra deduction is only good through 2028. And many of the other provisions where there's some sort of tax break, elimination on taxes of tips or overtime, those only run through 2028 as it's suggested now. Why do they stop then? Is it because that's the end of Trump's term and he doesn't care after that? I don't know. It seems really strange because the tax cuts he's proposing for those who are more wealthy, they run forever. They're trying to make the last Trump tax cuts, which expire at the end of 25, they're trying to make them permanent in this tax bill. So, for those of you who are getting a benefit from that, that's a good thing. But this, only 2025 through 2028 is this permissible. That's kind of weird to me. So give me your thoughts. Those of you who are probably going to benefit are happy about it. Those who aren't probably aren't happy about it. Those of you who support Trump are probably going to say it's a good thing, whether it's a good thing or not. And those of you who oppose Trump are going to say it's a bad thing, whether it's bad or not. I get that. Try to be honest. Try to tell me what you really think about this. I'm still kind of in a wait and see phase here because it is going to change. They want to get this done, by Memorial Day, which is a couple weeks away, and that's not going to happen. I won't say never, but probably not going to happen. So give me your thoughts, give me your comments, let me know what you think of all this, and we'll talk to you on the other side. Thanks, bye.